Some strange reports from Jonathan Gavoni this week on Ace Bailey's draft stock. The report is that Ace Bailey has seen his draft stock fall due to his unwillingness to visit multiple NBA teams and the fact that he is yet to conduct a single workout in the NBA draft lead up process. Apparently, Bailey believes he's a top three player. He wants to be selected by a team that will provide a clear pathway to stardom. Gavoni's exact quote in his story was that Bailey's pre-draft workout strategy has perplexed some observers as he has yet to conduct a single known workout to date, having declined invitations from several teams within his draft range. Sources say Bailey's camp has informed interested teams that they believe he is a top three player in the draft, but also seeks a clear pathway to stardom, perhaps feeling comfortable that a team will trade up to get him at numbers 3 or 4 should he drop. This is pretty unprecedented in terms of an approach for a top three prospect heading into the NBA draft. We watched a lot of Ace Bailey this year at Rutgers. He was in our conference, our favorite conference, the Big Ten. Uh, this kid has gone from the beginning of last year, where it was like Ace versus Cooper, to he's the number three guy, to maybe Con Knipple should go over him. What's happening here?
So look, Ace, I have absolutely zero issue with Ace Bailey believing that he's a top three player in this draft. He very well might be correct with that take, to be honest with you. Here's where I just had the hardest time ever coming to grips with this. What correlation does you believing you're a top three player in this draft? How does that correlate to you don't think you have to do workouts? What is that? How does that correlate? I don't understand that. And then when you look at it, I'm gonna put myself in Ace Bailey's camp here. One, I'm gonna bring everybody in and say we need to have a little powwow. This is crazy because this is what's coming out the week of the with less than a week to the NBA draft. But speaking from an individual workout standpoint, Ace Bailey is the type of player that would murk workouts. He's an elite shot maker. You put him in a empty gym, and all you see is this 6'8" shot maker with crazy athleticism. Like if you want to like show yourself and convince people and make them believe that you are a top three player, which like I said, I have no problem with that confidence in him thinking that, and he might be correct. I just can't get with the fact that you don't think you have to work out, and the fact that you don't think if you did work out, you would be able to show some great things. That's the player that I would want. Like, there's certain players in this draft, I kind of want to keep them away from workouts because I think they might hurt themselves. I think Ace Bailey could help himself, at least with the on-court stuff. Now, I don't know if like the conversations afterwards with his camp and his agent and all that would be great. I mean, we saw, I think it was Goodman came out saying that his agent was refusing to talk to or do on-camera appearances unless he's paid or something along those lines leading up this past season. I can't get with it. And this is also, before I throw it to you, I'm going to come back to one of the greatest sleepers media sayings of all time. We cannot support basketball players that don't want to do basketball things.
Yep. Yep.
You're a basketball player.
Yep.
Go basketball.
Goes for all things in all walks of life, to be clear. Like, I hate musicians that don't want to play music.
Yeah,
I despise that.
like
Yeah.
what if we just didn't put out anything? Like we just went around saying we're podcasters, we have all this content out, and people are like, "Oh, where can I check you out?" Well, we don't. We got no. What do you mean? There's no. We got nothing.
Right. No, we don't
We're,
need to.
we're just
We're
podcasters.
we
We're
are
a top three podcaster.
we are so good at podcasting, we don't need to podcast.
How's that work?
It's the worst. It drives me insane. And that's the issue here, dude. It's not. So I actually agree. I agree with the sentiment, but I'm going to disagree with the way you laid that out. I don't think Ace Bailey is a kid that would improve his draft stock in workouts. Why do I think that? Because you have to go interact with people in person in workouts. And the issue with Ace Bailey is anytime any adult is in the room with him, the adult comes out of the room being like, Yikes. Like, that's been the story this entire time, right? Even going back to Rutgers before he got to Rutgers. And I'm not trying to kill the kid. I feel like a lot of this is like coming to light retroactively. In the long run, this could still absolutely work out for Ace Bailey. He's a young kid who's really super talented. I won't be stunned if he ends up an NBA All Star. But like, you were in group chats with me last summer where like as the Rutgers stuff was rolling out, we heard about the Ace Bailey camp and how they were like controlling everything and no one could even get access to Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper because of Ace Bailey. And like they just want to control everything. You can't do that. And maybe I shouldn't blame the kid for the camp, but dog, he went to the combine and they just stick microphones in front of him and he's just like, yeah, it's not a tough shot for me. All I work on is tough shots. It's tough for everybody else, not for me. That's how I play. Like, okay, no one wants you then. If that's your approach to basketball, you aren't going to be a good fit for anybody. You going to go do your workouts? Nope, don't need to. Okay. Do you even want to get drafted at this point? Like, it's like the kid has anointed himself something he has totally undeserved, right? Like what happened at Rutgers last year to indicate that this kid deserves to just be a bona fide stud, top 3 pick? This video is brought to you by NBA2K Lab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New
New
York.
York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's it's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video. Nothing. Nothing. He had hella opportunities to improve his stock at Rutgers. He didn't do it. If anything, he hurt it. Dylan Harper helped his. So I feel like there's no hunger from him to like actually go out and get what he feel like he's deserving. And I will say this, like I'm not even an Ace Bailey believer like that. I don't love his game from what I saw at Rutgers. But if we start talking about this kid falling out of the top 5, like this is a 5-man draft class to me. VJ Edgecombe, Trey Johnson, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, Cooper Flag. Put them in whatever order you want. Put Cooper 1. Make sure you do that. Put Dylan 2. But after that, if you want to convince me, VJ should go 3. Trey Johnson should go 4. Ace goes 5 or mix them up. I don't care. The issue is if we start talking about Con Knipple going 5th and Ace Bailey still on the board, that's a ludicrous fumble by Ace Bailey and his team. Like that should never happen. And it's going to happen because of the way this kid has approached this. It's
Right,
crazy.
it's their fault too. Like Colin Knipple, honestly, massive draft winner. He's sitting back doing nothing. He's doing his workouts, going about his work, and Ace Bailey's going to find himself fall. When do the Hornets pick?
I think 5 or 6. I think
Just
5.
go, just go ahead and send them to LaMelo, and let's just move on with our lives.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brutal.
I just never seen a more Hornets player.
Than Ace.
Yeah, it's like
Although the Hornets move would be to draft Khan though, too. Draft the college stud white player that like,
no. They want shoddy length.
maybe, maybe, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's gonna be something.
The thing that makes the least sense to me is I'm a top 3 player. Okay, then why won't you work out for Philly at 3? Right? Like how can you simultaneously be like, I'm top 3, I want to go top 3, but I won't work out for Philly? Like, it makes no sense.
Also, like I hate saying this because obviously I've never been in that spot, so it's like if it's gonna fall on deaf ears. I just don't understand the notion of like not wanting to do the workout.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like
What are you
what like
hiding?
ain't like I'm saying at least like get some cardio, get some work in,
Yeah.
get some gear, get around the team, get like go. take a little free. Like I understand, like you hear them stories about like Draymond, and then they went on like 19 individual workouts in 19 days, and the ones they had him like working out, like running sprints and throwing up during the workout. I get that, but I doubt that's a thing. Like they probably want you to go do some shooting drills,
Yeah,
shake hands, don't look like an idiot.
right.
Like
Which,
it's no way it's that difficult.
but Ace Bailey can't do that. Like that's the part he can't do.
But this is the thing. I truly think it's more so his camp agent than actually Ace himself.
Maybe. I mean, like I've said, his own approach to every time a microphone's in front of him has backed up his camp's approach. So we'll see. I just it's that like, oh, we're top three, but we won't work out for Philly because we want to go somewhere that we're treated like a first option. No team in the NBA is going to treat you like a first option, dude. Guess what? If you go to Dallas, if they took you number one, you're not their first option. If you go to San Antonio at two, you the first option over Wemby, Ace Bailey? You're going to Philly. You're not the first op. Like not New Orleans, Charlotte. LaMelo's like every team in the league has better players than Ace Bailey. So the sense of entitlement is just insane here. It makes me sad because I think back. Remember the first Rutgers exhibition game last year where he
Hmm.
was just pouring in threes from like the logo, and
Yeah.
we both were like, "Oh my God, this kid is just so endearingly awesome." And there hasn't been a happy Ace Bailey moment since, and I'm so frustrated because it's in there somewhere, but it's sad, you know.
I mean, the last thing on this, and you don't like to make this correlation, but it does like just smack me right in the face. I just watched the NFL draft, and there was a quarterback that refused to work out for teams, and he found himself sitting there for rounds and rounds and rounds. Now, a little bit different because Ace Bailey, obviously, I like. There's not a real world where he drops to like out of the top 10. No way, right? Like
I
even
was gonna say, how do you think this resolves?
I, I still think he gets picked in the top five. Like I hear it, I understand it. I just don't think there's a way that he falls out of the top five.
Yeah.
If he
Okay.
does, some team's gonna get blessed. That's like in the 6 to 10 range.
I think if he falls to six, he's gonna fall to like 11, like Michael Porter Jr. style.
So if he's gonna fall, I need Trajan Langdon to get on the line. We trade up to like 4, 5, and just grab him.
Yeah, I don't think I want bad teammate Jabari Smith.
Yikes! Yikes!